Yes, I feel exactly what you are feeling as well. Everyone's so excited. That bad year, that eventful year, not for the good reasons. 2020 is almost done and dusted and 2020 was about to begin, and that's why the Happy New Year, as they call it. But a change of year not necessarily means change of results, right? It's not just that last number you change as you write that date or tear that calendar, but actually a new year is a sign of new mindset, new attitude, and a new approach. 93.7. Mark that number because it's a number you really don't want to be a part of. As per statistics, 93.7% of the people have completely failed resolutions, which means there's a strong intention for a resolution, but there's a huge problem in the execution. Now, what if I give you a deadly offer that you really cannot refuse? If I show you a method that you actually can achieve more in 12 weeks than what people do in 12 months, wouldn't you grab that? You know what's the question of 2020 ending in the beginning of 2021? In fact, every end of the year and start of a new year, we had this one question: what's your resolution? And nowadays, the most common answer is, no, we don't take resolutions anymore. I mean, anyway, it's going to flop in the first few weeks. I'll tell you what, in that answer is actually a solution. Anyway, it's going to flop in the next few weeks. That is a hint to how it actually be altered. Let's talk about an annual resolution, right? Now, to make a resolution actually successful, to imply and execute it perfectly, there are few attributes that are very, very important. Number one is the focus. Number two is the commitment. Number three is the intention. Number four is the accountability. And number five is the urgency. Look at it as 12 months. What kind of urgency are you actually looking at? Couple of days missed, couple of weeks missed, even 1 month missed doesn't feel all that much. There's a lack of sense of urgency. And also what we do is we make several ideas what we want to achieve through the entire year. Couple of self-growth achievements, a couple of personal resolutions, couple of professional resolutions, and much, much more. You start living and leading that year like a floodlight. You want to put some light in several departments, just a bit of it. What if we actually alter this? Instead of a floodlight, you start focusing on things like a laser beam, which means you can even cut through steel. Focus on one or two things only for a shorter period of time and you'll realize you're a lot more focused. So what I'm actually trying to tell you is don't make plans. I mean, make action plans. What are plans without a sense of action? Let me explain this to you in scenarios that you and me have seen on an annual basis. Now, in the month of January, you'll find out that the most common resolutions that people take is health and fitness. So the gyms are completely flooded in the first week and second week of January. The gyms are way too full. And as the weeks pass, the number of people in the gym reduced quite dramatically and drastically. However, in the month of December, as we approach the end and people start feeling a sense of accountability, that's when the number of members in the gym starts slowly but surely shooting up. Now, that is a personal example. It applies the same to a professional example as well. Let's take a financial year. It is proven, it is on record, in the month of April, the start of the financial year, the discussions, the planning, the marketing, the talks, and the execution are at the highest level of efficiency in the month of April. In the month of August, September, October, really there's not much of action. However, at the end of the financial year, which is the month of March, there's maximum results that are achieved. Maximum business is closed in the month of March, which basically means the start, the motivation period, and the end, which is the period of accountability, is very, very important. Now, what if we actually made this period between the motivation and the accountability a lot more closer? Wouldn't you see the commitment, the focus is a lot more. Now that you know all that is lacking in a 12-month plan, let's together understand how we can make a 12-week plan a lot more efficient. Yes, it's called the 12-week year. Very different, but way too simple. And the methodology behind this is even more simpler. When you have just 12 weeks, you should realize that the deadline, or the red line as they say, is a lot more closer. So every passing week, you know that you're actually approaching your deadline, and hence the motivation level and the accountability and the focus is a lot more. There's a sense of urgency. Also, every week, if you can have a check on how far you've been. So you start being accountable to yourself. Every week you check how far you've come and you know whether you're heading in the right direction or not. Now, with this ideology, forget the 12 months in a year. What you need to focus on is just 12 weeks. So it basically means you have 4 such periods in a year. Your productivity, your happiness, your joy, and your sense of motivation will be a lot more higher through the year. Some factors around you, like 2020, you really can't control. But some factors within you, you control, you create, and you enhance. So what you can do is tell me your resolution. Tell me your 12-week resolution, and together we will set sail to achieve this. My name is Rajiv, wishing you a very, very happy New Year. That's a mistake, wishing you a very, very happy 12 weeks.